Well, this is probably the most asked question I get from non-musicians, actually, is, like, what's going through your mind when you improvise, for example. And I understand the interest in that, and it's a very hard question to answer because a lot of things are going on, of course, and what the overriding idea I have in my mind is that I'm concentrating as opposed to thinking about music. So I'm not thinking about what I've practiced, or I'm trying not to think about anything but being in the moment. So the concentrating for me is about concentrating on the moment in time where I am on the bandstand playing this particular song with this particular group of musicians. And so, for me, improvising or jamming, whatever you want to call it, it's all about listening. Listening is capital L, because it's the most important thing. I'm thinking if you're listening, then you are in the moment, and then you're concentrating. The word thinking, to me, has some negative ideas that there's some preconceptions that you can bring, like let's say you've been practicing all day a certain song, and then you go to the gig and you're thinking about all that great stuff that you practiced. So for me, that's not a good thing to be doing. The thing to be doing is to forget all of that and then be in the moment. So I guess that's the state of mind that I'm talking about, is a really open, letting anything come in and reacting to the situation in the moment. And one last thing I'd like to say is that I think as a bass player, we have a really good perspective on this, because we know that a good solo happens because of, not just because of the soloist, but because of the rhythm section that's supporting that solo. So that's happening because everybody's listening and giving the music what it needs in the moment. So I've taken that perspective, and so when I'm soloing and improvising, I'm very aware of what's going on around me, knowing that that's going to help me to make a good solo. So, I think bass players have that perspective that's really helpful, because that's what we do all the time. We're trying to make everybody sound as good as possible.